I just found, I'm just going to say it, towards the end of these movies, I really started to hate.
Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean series in review.
That is correct, my friend.
Finishing up this series finally. We've done 5 full movies. Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, Stranger Tides, Dead Men Tell No Tales. They're long movie titles. I'll tell you that straight
They
off
are
the bat.
long, and some of them sound the same.
They do. Dead Men's Chest and Dead Men Tell No Tales is kind of, you can get mixed up real easy.
Yeah.
Your general thoughts on these movies?
Yeah. This is it's a tough one because they go on a downhill slide, and my general thoughts.
They really do.
Yeah, the general thoughts for me was basically the first 3 are great films. The 4th one's not a good film. The 5th one's an okay film.
It really is. If you were to say as simple as you can, that's what I would give it.
Yeah, that's me. Simple Dan.
Wow, that's a title.
Reece, add in the fluff.
That's a title, isn't it? Simple Dan. We'll give you the Dunster's hat, put you in the corner. No. I think that at the end of the day, the first 3 movies are actually legitimately good movies.
Yeah, you can see I think there's thought into it.
Yeah, there's definitely a vision. Mm-hmm. There's a director there with a vision, Gore Verbinski.
Yeah.
Really saw this through to the end for the first 3.
Hats off to you, mate.
And it's really a shame because at the end of the day, these movies are fantastic, and the 4th and 5th one take characters that you love and they turn them into just, I don't know, they got nothing there. They're like they're feelingless.
I just found, I'm just going to say it, towards the end of these movies, I really started to hate Jack Sparrow. And it's put a sour taste in my mouth, and I don't think I'll watch these movies for at least another 10 years.
Dan walked out of this and he was like, if we ended at 3, I would have happily rewatched these movies, but now that we've done the 5, I don't even like Sparrow anymore.
Yeah, it's like the 4th and 5th. He was just there as a side character.
Yeah. But
he served no purpose.
I do want to say this though. I don't hate these movies. I think one of the things that we get from this is even though
we don't hate them.
Even though I'm like, look, I would rather
the
first 3 just existed and the other 2 didn't. I actually personally don't hate 4 and 5. I think they're fine adventure films if you were to watch them on their own. And you disagree with that, obviously. Especially 4.
Yeah, 4. Look, we all know. Like, I like pretty much the last act was the best bit. Yeah. So as soon as the mermaids kicked in, boom, that to me it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
The first bit was just such a drag.
Yeah, it really is a long
It just
run.
wasn't good. The chemistry wasn't there. Just for me, it just didn't gel.
Yeah, but I really do think that when it comes to it, 4 and 5 for myself, they're just fine movies, and I can't hate them. I like Pirates of the Caribbean generally.
It's a good world. Let's just
that's the thing.
Put it at that.
I really do like the world, and there are things in 4 and 5 I actually genuinely enjoy, but when it comes to how good 1 to 3 is, I wish it just never existed.
Well, I was going to say, one of my favourite scenes.
Oh, yes, our fave scenes.
Yeah, was the mermaid scene. That's probably my favourite scene out of the series.
Which is crazy. It's the movie you hate the most.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You gave it a 4 out of 10. You have Christmas Chronicles higher than it.
Yeah, I know.
Both of them.
Yeah. Well, they were more enjoyable to watch.
I don't see that, but fair enough.
Yeah. So I'll never watch the 4th Pirates of the Caribbean ever again.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, to me, it's like the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. What's that movie? Yeah, what's that movie?
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So I think some movies that shouldn't have been made, that's one of them.
Yeah, well, for me, my favourite scene in all of these movies still stands out to me is Captain Jack Sparrow, his introduction. Him coming in on the ship, it's sinking. That's just classic. Yeah, that is the best way to introduce a character.
Yeah,
maybe ever.
Yeah, and mind you, there's a lot of great scenes in these films.
Yeah, there really are. Yeah. And there are the Kraken, the Maelstrom.
Even the last one. I like the whole splitting of the ocean.
Barbossa's
ending.
All the little things in between, like the cage rolling.
Oh, yeah.
And
the Cannibal Island. That was awesome.
Yeah, all of these little things are great. Pirate Cove. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The King of the Pirates.
Yeah.
All those moments are fantastic. But I can't get over the introduction of Jack Sparrow. You can't get a better introduction.
Yeah, it's very iconic, isn't it?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I'd give MVP for these movies though. at least for the first four. I think 5 really was a downplay for it, but first 4 I'd give it to the music. The music makes these movies.
Yeah. Hans was at his best.
He was doing strong.
Do you want to know what my MVP is?
What?
Barbosa.
See, that was my MVP. I couldn't say it since he was doing it. But
Barbosa, man. To me, even after this 5th film, it just felt like there is no Jack Sparrow. The whole thing's about Barbosa and Will and Elizabeth. And that's it.
It's crazy, though, because for the first 3, my feeling was like Elizabeth is our main character. And then by the 4th one, I really felt, I don't know who was the main character anymore. And then by the 5th...
it's true.
There's no main character by the 5th.
There's
the 4th. By the 5th, we get Barbosa as our main character.
Yeah.
And he could have been... If they had mashed 4 and 5 together in a really weird way, I don't want to go into it because I did on the podcast. If you want to hear that, go to the podcast.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been a fantastic film. And it could have been a really good new trilogy that was like maybe even captained by Barbosa. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of lore there that they can use from old pirate tales and mythical adventures and stuff like that that they could go just and not have Jack Sparrow. Don't need him anymore.
But even the lore that they chose to use was so bleak and bland.
It wasn't good. Let's talk just quickly about the villains.
Yes.
We think the weakest one was obviously Blackbeard.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do think that, like, for me, though, my weakest link for the film wasn't the villains. It was actually Henry Turner and the preacher. Because
the preacher's the bad. He was bad.
He's worse.
Yeah.
But Henry Turner, for me, so boring.
Yeah.
Every time he was on screen, I was like, I just don't care. I don't care. I want Corinna to be in this more.
Yeah, she was good. She was great.
I didn't mind her, when it comes to like between the two characters at least.
Man, actually, I've got to say, the female cast in the whole series has been fantastic, other than Penelope. I just think that she doesn't suit a pirate for me. I think it was bad casting.
That's fair enough.
Why can't Penelope Cruz be a baddie?
I don't know.
There's no female villains.
I don't know, man.
I thought it would have been cool.
Yeah, shit, that would have been a cool thing as well.
Yeah,
just have her. Make her like a god of the sea or something.
Yeah.
They had Calypso.
Yeah, but she was like a goodie for a bit.
Yeah, but see, that would have been cool. What about if the mermaids? One of the mermaids was like the mermaid queen or something.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been
interesting.
Mermaid
queen. I don't know. That just would have been. We can come up with 10 or 15 different cooler story arcs.
Yeah, that's true.
With more intrigue.
Yeah, than 4 and 5.
Pretty much. I mean, at the end of the day. Yeah. Either way, I think let's go towards our scores. And check those out because we want to put those in with us.
Yep.
Our scores for the film, as for each week.
Yep.
Dan gave Pirates 1 a 7, Pirates 2 an 8, Pirates 3 an 8, Pirates 4 a 4 fittingly.
It was a 2.
Pirates 5 a 6, and that gave his total score to 66 out of 100 or a 6.5 out of 10. I can't believe it's that low, though. That's super low.
It's still a good movie. It's still a good... anything over a 6 is watchable to me. You know that.
Yeah.
So it's still a good franchise to watch, but look, I just wouldn't recommend 4 and 5.
See, I'm a bit more forgiving with films generally. I enjoy my time with nearly anything in some way. It's got to be bad for me to not enjoy it.
That's pretty true.
Yeah. So Pirates 1 for me was an 8.5, Pirates 2 an 8.5, Pirates 3 an 8, Pirates 4 a 7, Pirates 5 a 7.5. I gave the series scores, it came a 79 out of 100, giving the whole series an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I just see that 4th one. It doesn't fit right to me.
But it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It wasn't good.
But yeah, at the end of the day, would I recommend these movies to general viewers?
Yeah.
I would tell people, go watch the first 3. And if you're intrigued, be prepared for 4 and 5 to be a disappointment.
Yeah. It's sad. But, it is what it is. Yeah. First 3, watch them. 4 and 5. Well, skip 4. Don't even need 4. Just go. You can go 1, 2, 3, and 5.
You need 4 only because it gives things like the Barbosa storyline a bit more depth. This is why 4 and 5 would have been great together.
Yeah, as a mash-up film.
It would have worked.
But yeah, just... but it doesn't.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and check out Spoil Radio Podcast for spoil-filled, uncensored, in-depth reviews.
And please follow us under Neon Radio Reviews on Instagram and Facebook just to keep up to date with what we're doing.
We also respond to all of your DMs, so let us know, what do you want us to review next? Thanks for watching this week, and can you take us out, Dan?
Thank God that's over. Goodbye.